So, I suppose the thing about an interlinear to this picture should be about Michelangelo Antonioni. In this period, they had what they call the art film. We first became aware of Antonioni with a picture called La Ventura, and this picture, The Passenger, was probably the biggest adventure in filming that I ever had in my life. You see here, we're in the desert, which was basically shot at the end of the picture, and is typical of Antonioni, and it's filmed at a dispassionate distance. You look at the environment, you look at the pace of the village and the hard, barren rocks. Some interest in a stranger coming in there, not too much. The boy you see here was actually a boy we met in Jeanette, the oasis, where we filmed a lot of the desert sections of the picture. The first piece of the film in this desert is a man looking for something, and that's really enough of a story for Antonioni. Comes into the store, no one speaks or reacts much. In this day, it's interesting that he uses the exchange of a cigarette as the international symbol for contact with someone. Just a gesture. He knows what it is. Both men inscrutable. He lights the cigarette, just leaves, doesn't even say follow. The man has to assume that's what he wants, but we don't see where he was headed. The thing about this approach to filming is it's exactly the opposite of the 25 years so cycle of melodrama we're in, where the audience of films is stimulated and, I suppose you could say, video games oriented. So this kind of pace is to me still fascinating. More cigarettes. The mint tea is something that you see throughout the Sahara Desert. These were these were shot last in the picture. We finished in the desert, which was very, very trying location.
Do you speak English?
First words, do you speak English? No response.
Vous parlez français?
Tries French, still nothing. This man, this character, is a man who's actually creating the image of a desert war in North Africa for the West. He's a well-known correspondent who does documentaries, and really the story of The Passenger is about a man first searching for a war that he's reporting on. Here you have the deserts. The reason why we shot here and in Fort Polignac, can't see it on this too well, but all this sand is coral colored or pink, and all the outcroppings are black. This was the Jeanette area. Jeanette means oasis, incidentally, and the scenes that were shot at Fort Polignac, we made this trip because the The terrain was opposite. You had more coral outcroppings and black sand where the sun had burnt it. Typical of Antonioni, the guide arbitrarily gets out, heads back along the track that they've arrived through. Just the time, silence, little bit of fly work in there. Plenty of flies in the desert. Michelangelo thought I was kidding with his hat. The Italian crew tried wearing shesh in the desert, which is the headdress you see on the native people there. But pretty soon a lot of them were wearing this same hat, so he accepted it. I feel it's different for me narrating this kind of film, watching the pace of this. You don't want to interfere with what he's actually saying about the different rhythms of life. Matter of fact, Antonioni is not melodramatic. He likes to observe in the simplest form, let the time pass as it does, and you see things rather than hear them.